Hello, and welcome into my channel, Skies and Flora. My name is Shaka, and as you will see from the title, we're doing a pick a card reading. This is a midweek pick a card reading, and so I always offer the question in the midweek pick a card reading, and this week the question is, what is the dynamic at play in this connection? And this could be for anyone who's in a relationship, anyone who's separated, or dating, or even an old relationship that maybe you're still learning lessons from, and maybe just trying to understand more about the dynamics at play. So this is just about learning our lessons really in the relational space, seeing if there's anything that can illuminate, anything that can help us understand ourselves better and maybe understand the person that we're dealing with. This predominantly will be in the romantic arena, but it doesn't have to be. So it could be in the area of career or work, and also in the area of family. So we'll just see what comes up. So this is any relationship, and we'll just have a look at what are the dynamics in play, and really just to empower you and see if there's any important lessons that you can take, and if this can strengthen your relationships. So let's see. We have, as always, 3 piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So just take a moment, tune in, connect your heart and connect with the question. And you should feel a draw. And once you do, we'll get started. Okay, so pile number 1, this is the Weiyo Tarot. I've shuffled everything already. I think I'm just going to get into the cards. I've also got Goddess Angel cards, so I'm going to get one of those. I'm going to put it over the read afterwards. So let's see what comes up. We'll pull a spread, then we pull the Oracle cards. So, Spirit, I'm going to ask the question. I wasn't connected. Pile number 1. What are the dynamics at play in this relationship, please, Spirit? And let's see what comes up. As always, it's a general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, lovely. All right, so we've got the 2 of Cups, 10 of Wands, King of Cups, 2 of Wands. This is beautiful. This is great. Okay. All right, let's have a look. One more. Okay, 2 more. And then we've got the 8 of Wands and the 5 of Discs. All right, which is the 5 of Pentacles. So let me get the let's get one Goddess card as well, please, just over this. So this Goddess card is like an advice card. It's kind of the energy that you might want to embody, or kind of something that can help. So we've got purification. It's time for cleansing and detoxifying your body and mind. Okay, so this makes perfect sense with what I'm seeing here, because what I'm seeing here is a relationship that, well, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of connection, a lot of going in the same direction, but we've got a little bit of stagnancy, and we've also got a little bit of different way of seeing things when it comes to money. So, you know, usually what this means is one of you likes to spend and the other one doesn't. You know, you got different ideas around money. You know, for some of us, money is about, you know, we all have very different relationships to money. So it's like, you know, for some of us, and again, that depends on our upbringing and things like that. So for some, it's like, you know, it's there to be enjoyed, it's there to spend, it's there to use. Other people, you know, maybe a little bit more careful with money. So you got the 2 of Cups, beautiful. You know, when we're talking about a relationship, that's the card we want to see, you know. And you've got the 2 of Wands also, which is also one of my favourite relationship cards, sometimes more than the 2 of Cups. When the 2 of Cups and the 2 of Wands come out together, this is incredibly positive for a relationship, because this means that there's an emotional connection, but there's also a shared vision. Yeah, so there's also a direction that 2 people are going in. But we have the 10 of Wands here, yeah, which says that there's you know, things are getting stagnant, yeah? Something's become a bit stuck and a bit heavy. There's a lot of ones here, there's a lot of passion, so this is a lot of love and there's a lot of passion here. But just a few diversions. So it doesn't feel, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't feel serious, yeah? But it does feel like, look, there is some things that really, you know, this is the thing, you know, I was listening to a podcast today actually around, there's a book called Conversations on Love. I haven't read it, but I just listened to a podcast with an interview with the author, who I can't remember, I think it's Natasha or Natalie something. Anyway, would definitely recommend it. A friend of mine's reading it at the moment. But essentially, you know, and all so-called experts on love or people that look at these things, you know, it's a constant, we have to constantly work at it. Doesn't just come, you know, especially even when, you know, we love and we've got a deep connection, it doesn't just come easy. Sometimes there's some things we have to work through, and this one feels like this money thing. Let me get some I'm going to get clarify on the 10 of wands. Let me get a clarify on the 10 of wands, please. So what's the burden, please, here, Spirit? Tell me what's the burden. 7, right, so you've got 2 7s here, right, and then let me get clarify on this, please. My Spirit, what's clarify this 5 of Pentacles here, please. Right. Yeah, 3 of Wands, so Ace of Wands. You know, take the energies as you would. I don't mean to laugh, but it is so clear. It's like, one is very entrepreneurial, go-getting, likes to use the money, likes to spend, likes to go, likes to travel, likes to do, is very expansive, likes to move. You know, like think, I work hard for my money. I work hard for my money. Why shouldn't I spend it? Why shouldn't I enjoy it? Very much that energy I'm getting from here. Like really, you know, a bit of a, I would say like a bit of a risk taker even, but not necessarily like, you know, venturing on the stock exchange or something like that, or gambling, but I mean just like, you know, you're not afraid to spend money, basically. So I feel like you're dealing with somebody that has a lot of fear around spending money, or that could be you, yeah? Again, swap the energies around as you see fit. And one of you is feeling stagnant about that, because there's one that's just like, yeah, let's go. Lots of vision, lots of like, you know, like prepared to put in the work, put in the energy, like really like, and also, you know, because it's all one, so it's all passion, excitement, like real kind of like gusto about, you know, where this is going. And then there's this kind of like, oh, no, but we've got to think about the money here. So under this 10 of Wands, you've got the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. So 7 of Cups is always like, I always say it's my timeout card, yeah? It's a card for timeout, yeah? That's why you see this person, they're waiting. That's why I see this person, there's decisions to be made, yeah? There's a stop off point now at which, you know, this dynamic can change, yeah? Let me see. I haven't even got onto King Cups. I mean, I'll get onto him in a minute. So this is feeling really, so okay. So one of you has this mentality that likes to save, put away. And I think this is coming from a place of lack. This is coming from a place of where you haven't had money. Maybe you've grown up, you know, in a household where there's been, you know, there hasn't been much money, or there's been worries around money. And so I feel like here, there's a person here who likes to save a lot of money, saves it, puts it away, but then just sort of doesn't know what to do with it. And sort of like is a bit scared to do anything with it. Because especially with the 7 of Cups, it's like, do I do this one? Do I choose that cup? Do I choose this cup? So it's like a bit of like, all right, I've saved all this stuff, but it's almost like it takes quite a lot to save, yeah? So it's like a real effort, and, you know, especially when you haven't got much money, or, you know, it's a lot. And so you think, oh, I really want to spend it carefully. I really want to spend it on something that means a lot to me. I really want to spend it on something that I want to spend it on. Whereas you've got another, you know, one of you here is just like, come on, let's go, let's do it. It feels like, you know, whoever this King of Cups is, it could be you, the person I'm speaking to, or the person you're asking about. Again, this feels like just such a lovely, you know, it's a real, like, it really feels like this is the energy, the one that's unsure, yeah? It's the King of Cups here that is the one who's like a little bit nervous about money. But lovely. I mean, like very, very... It's interesting because I see that little snake. He's got a little snake around his ankle. So that's like your... I don't want to say like devilish energy, but it's a fear energy. Yeah? It's an energy of fear that, you know, an otherwise awesome all-round person is like that fear gets into the mind. So this is the dynamic, this is what's at play. So this is your kind of advice card, and you've got Covertina, which is purification. It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. So if this is your king and, you know, maybe we need a little bit of something to shift the energy a bit, because it feels like with that Ten of Wands, it's like a stagnancy. We've become a little bit stuck. So I feel like, I think like dealing with this head on, which feels like whoever I'm speaking to, that it's so much wands, yeah, you're a head on type of person. But it feels like maybe that isn't, for this king, it's not the right approach. Actually, maybe what we could do is do some kind of shift in energy, yeah? And I think that would get things just to open the mind a little bit. So if that means like, you know, a little juice fast, change of diet, maybe cutting out certain types of unhealthy foods or unhealthy things. Yeah, maybe it's watching too much, you know, too much of the news, maybe watching too much, you know, so it's the head filled with fear. No, you know, the world's gonna end tomorrow, you know, cost of living crisis, war, COVID, this and that. It's like it's like, like everything is like, you know, like I said, it's like that little pull, sort of like take. So maybe we need a little bit of a clearing away of that, to just help get a little bit of perspective, yeah? And then get you both back on the same page again, because there's a lot of love here. And it's just one of those things. We have to keep working on these things in relationships, yeah? We can have all these connections, but might, you know, see things differently. I think it's very positive here. I feel very positive that this is something that you can move forward from, yeah? I think it's just a little bit of energy, a little bit of effort, and yeah, and a little bit of clearing away. Maybe this, you know, particularly with this king, yeah, because this is the purification, particularly with the King of Cups, that's water, cleansing, purification, yeah. And even with this Seven of Cups here, it's like he gets confused. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope that resonates. Do let me know, as always, in the comments. And again, just thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Okay, so pile number 2, and this is the Light Seers Tarot. So I've shuffled everything already, and I'll shuffle and let the cards come out. But first we have to tune in, ask the question. So I've also got the Goddess Angel cards as well, which I'll bring into play. I'm going to get the spread first, and then that's your kind of advice card. That's the energy that's overseeing this. So let's see what comes out. Let's see what we're working here. What are the dynamics at play in this connection? Okay, so pile number 2. What are the dynamics at play? Okay, things you can't see. Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. All right, straight away I heard moving too fast. Yeah, let's see. The World. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't want to see those cards at the end, but that was my feeling. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles, so we've got the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the World, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. I'll definitely get some clarifiers on those swords there at the end. But straight away, Ace of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. It feels like, basically, I want to get to the end, yeah? I want to get to the end, which is the Ten of Pentacles. I want to get to the legacy. Or you've been in a relationship, it moved too fast to that stage, and it was almost over before it even began, yeah? So it's almost like, what I'm feeling here is this, like, I really want this Ten of Pentacles. I really want this family, legacy, you know, kid, like, blah, 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 the house, the money, the thing, the whole setup, the structure, the build-up, the, you know, the being able to tell the grandkids, the, you know, the pictures over the fireplace, like, the whole shebang, basically. This is what this feels like. It's like, this is what I want. But straight away I heard moving too fast. So sometimes, you know, especially when relationships are young and they're fresh, there's the work of those relationships at that stage. Let me see what the let's see what the Goddess card says. Let me get some what's the advice over this reading, please, Spirit? What's the advice, please? Okay. Transformation, yeah. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Yeah, because you have the World slap bang in the middle, and then you've got this Five of Swords and Seven of Swords. So let me get some clarifiers on this. Wow, Six of Swords. Wow, man. Okay, let's get some more, please. Two more, please, Spirit. Okay, Four of Swords. My goodness, that is a lot of swords, and that is a lot of thinking. Eight of Wands. Okay. So this is a lot of thinking, yeah? There's a lot of, like, energy going into this, yeah? Gotta make this happen, gotta make this happen. There's a real intensity and pressure here on this energy of, like, I've got to make this happen, I've got to make this happen. So if this is somebody that you're dealing with, I'm feeling like this relationship, whatever this relationship is, I feel like it's no longer, yeah? So I don't feel like this actually relationship is in play anymore. I feel like that relationship's come to an end. And what you're left with is the fallout from that, yeah? And I can see there's a lot of thinking here. A lot of really trying to, like, you know, like, there's a lot of, like, it, you know, again with our minds, you know, they tell us stories. It has a specific narrative. It plays things over, and sometimes it just stays in our head. We don't really fully embody the lesson, yeah? Like, it just becomes like this, like, almost like repetitive thoughts, and that's what I'm seeing here. It's like around this, but let me ask, because what is the lesson? So the Four of Swords here is just about resting, yeah? Like, time out, yeah? Time out from all this thinking. You've got the Six of Swords, which is better. You know, we're on our way. We're going towards the Eight of Wands. Again, this is really fast-moving energy. Or maybe this moved really fast and then it ended and has kind of left you with this. But I'm feeling not. I'm feeling like something was tried to be forced and pushed. But maybe you didn't realise that, yeah? Maybe you didn't realise that. Let me just clarify this Eight of Wands as well. Clarify this Eight of Wands, please. Yeah, so it is. It's like when we move too fast, because you've got the Four of Cups here, yeah? So when we move too fast, it's like, you know, things don't go the long run. They don't go and the Ten of Pentacles is a long haul energy card. That's in it for the long haul. That's a long-term commitment. Whereas it just feels like, but you've got all these wands, so there's something that's moving too fast here, yeah? Something that's being overthought about. And really, you know, we need Six of Swords. You know, calming things down. Four of Swords, like, just quietening, you know. I always say this, like, when we don't meditate or when we are just too much in our heads, we don't really feel what's really going on for us, yeah? We're just in the doing mode. And you know, I can definitely say, you know, I can totally relate to that mode. But what's happening is, when we're getting things started, that it's moving really fast, but it hasn't got good foundations, which is what you want. You want these good foundations, you want these strong foundations. This is a transformative time, because you've got the world. There's a lesson here for you about, you know, kicking back a little bit. Yeah, Six of Swords is also about spirit. Spirit take, you know, when Christians say Jesus take the wheel, that's what they're talking about. Relinquish control. You don't have to control everything and make everything happen. Yeah, yourself. You don't have to make it all happen. It's creating a lot of difficulty here in the relational space. So actually what we do need to do is relinquish a little bit of control here with the Six of Swords. Resting up a little bit, you know, quieten the mind, meditate, take a little bit of time out, rest up. You know, give a little bit of distance towards this to learn the lessons, yeah? You're experiencing enormous change now, which will bring great blessings. So you need to trust that as well, that these are great blessings. Because I feel like there's a little bit of like panic here. I've got to do it, I've got to make it happen. But there needs to be an allowing that happens. Because when, you know, that's why we say, you know, when people say, and I say literally, let Jesus take the wheel. It's like sometimes the universe, God, you know, your saviour, however you conceptualize it, you know, or a higher force, a higher power, often, if not always, knows better than us what's good for us, yeah, and what's our blessings. And when we try to make things something that they're not, we miss our blessings, yeah. So that's what your lesson is. You don't need to force it. You're never going to need to force it. Not with that energy, that Ten of Pentacles, that staying power energy. You won't need to force it. So this is just a time for healing. A time to just come back to yourself, a time to find a period of calm, you know, to reignite your sense of self and your sense of belonging, and relinquish this, because it will come, but when it's right timing. Eight of Wands, timing, yeah. So I hope that makes sense. Do let me know in the comments. I'll leave it there for now, and again just say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Okay, so pile number 3, this is the After Tarot. I've shuffled everything already, and I'll shuffle to let the cards come out. That Strength card, but I haven't asked the question yet and haven't tuned in. So I'm going to get a Goddess card as well. So we get this, I'm going to pull the spread on the tarot and then get the Goddess card over. So that's like your advice, that's kind of the energy you're working with, that's where we can look forward to, yeah? So let's see. Pile number 3. High Priestess, we love to see it. Okay. What is the dynamic at play? Well, the Strength wanted to come out, because here it is again. We got the Knight of Wands, Strength. Oof. All right. Sorry. I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a minute. Let me just get the rest of these. Let me get the rest of these cards out. Okay. All right. So, all right. We've got the Tower, 7 of Cups, Page of Cups. So we've got the High Priestess, Knight of Wands and Strength, and then we've got the Tower and the 7 of Cups and the Page of Cups here. Now I think these go together because I feel like... So what I saw here really was, I mean, this Knight of Wands doesn't stand a chance here is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a dynamic here that there's this Knight of Wands, you know, he's... Yeah. Hasn't got the staying power, doesn't really have, so he has direction as in, but it's very fleeting, yeah, so his direction is very, you know, all over the place, no staying power, but thinks he knows it all. So I'm seeing someone here is like really, you know, like Knight of Wands, confident, yeah, like so confident, like I want to say like, I always say wrong and strong, you know, like just so like, you know, just thinks so highly of themselves. But he's come up again, like, but he's sandwiched by the High Priestess and the Strength card. That's some strong feminine energy there. And basically, I was laughing because I was like, I don't really want to be on the, I don't want to be this Knight of Wands on the wrong side of this High Priestess and this Strength. It feels like almost like, you know, just give me strength to deal with this person. This is someone who thinks that, like, you know, and come in at the High Priestess. High Priestess is comfortable in her throne, with her knowledge, with her knowing. High Priestess sees, yeah, is a seer. So whoever I'm speaking to, and you can swap around the energies as you feel you need to. A High Priestess is highly intuitive, yeah, very comfortable in her divine essence, and is a channel. It's a channel for the divine. And I just feel like this Knight of Wands is like, yeah, you know, the Knight of Wands chats, yeah, chat, you know, chatting. He's got stuff to say. He's, you know what I mean, and he's like, I want to say, not pulling the wool over your eyes, because it's not necessarily that he's pulling the wool over your eyes. I mean, High Priestess and Strength energy. These are major arcanas. This is very mature, established energy. Knight of Wands isn't established, so it's not necessarily he's pulling the wool over your eyes. It's just that he's not as experienced or as established in himself. Yeah. And he's got that energy, that kind of egoic energy of like, yeah, I know, you know, I know it all. I've done it, you know, and then he's just saying stuff, and it doesn't really make sense, and it you know, and I just feel like this Strength is just like, yeah, you see this. I feel like very much like you see this. He doesn't stand a chance. And then I saw the Tower, and I was like, whoa, okay, yeah. Because that's where, you know, if you've got Knight of Wands energy coming at the High Priestess, that's where it's going to end, in the Tower. Yeah? Yeah. So let me get Goddess card. A Leap of Faith. Let me, you know what? This didn't feel right because I didn't ask. Let me just connect to the cards first. Sometimes you've got to trust that. So, if it comes out again, we'll see. So you've got Giant Transformation. I don't want to take that either, sorry. It's not the right card. It came out in the second reading. Okay. Goddess card over this reading, please. Alright, you've got two. Let's see. Bright future, divine passion. Yeah. Right. And let me get a clarifier on this Seven of Cups, please. Ten of Cups. One more, please. Lovely. I can't take all of them. Four of Wands. Well, this is lovely. This is lovely. So what's going on here? So what's the confusion? What's the upset? You've got the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. That's relationship. That is stability. That's happy home. These are all the positive relationship cards. Yeah. But we've got the Tower, the Seven of Cups, and the Page of Cups. All right. So I feel like this Page of Cups and this High Priestess is connected. Yeah, so this doesn't surprise me. Page of Cups is my empath. You know, the Knight of Wands is very passionate, yeah? And I just feel like what's happened is you've got the High Priestess, Knight of Wands like galloping, like hit a wall, basically. So we've had the Tower. We've had a fallout. A fallout, literally an argument, a fallout, or there's been a fallout, yeah, from this. And it hasn't really been I don't feel like this High Priestess has been like logging heads. It's just like, no, holding my ground. Just holding the ground. And Knight of Wands is like, no, just like, you know, and then just keeps crashing against this wall of like, no, I'm holding my ground here. What's the issue? what I'm seeing here is there's some confusion. So there's a few, a few things I'm seeing here. This is what we want, yeah? Want happy home, stability, commitment, relationship, right? There's some confusion around this. And a lack of trust in oneself. And if it's connected specifically to this knight, as in you don't trust him, and it, like, again, swap around as you see fit. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a him, just swap around the energies as you see fit. But it's left you in a bit of state of confusion. So I feel like, as much as you've held your ground and you've been quite strong, I think it's rocked your confidence a little bit, yeah? It's quite knocked your confidence. So now we're a little bit sort of unsure now about what this looks like and what, and how to make that happen, or how to trust, So I feel like, although I feel like you've handled this situation very well, there would have been a lot of passion here, because you've got Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your true heart's desire? And bright future. Stop worrying. Everything's going to be fine. So I really think that speaks to that. Is that, no need to worry, because everything is fine. This is what you want, and this is what you're manifesting. This is what you're making this happen. You're creating this vision. But I feel like this tower, whatever's happened here with this situation, it's knocked your confidence a little bit. And now you're sort of left thinking, what should I have done this? Should I have done that? When deep down yeah. You've got the High Priestess. High Priestess knows, yeah. So it's just about building our confidence. And the thing about it is, sometimes, especially with the Knight of Wands, he's so confident, yeah. There's such a confidence here with this Knight of Wands, where, like I said, wrong and strong. So, sometimes when you're dealing with someone like that, it's hard, because it can make you question yourself. You're thinking, maybe I am in the wrong, or whatever. But I don't feel like that, because you've got these really, really tender, gentle, loving energies here of the High Priestess and Strength. I mean, to be fair, High Priestess is pretty strong, quite strong, because she's coming up next to the Strength card. So I'm really feeling like this real, and that's you. You've held your ground. And I feel like that's been the right thing to do, but it's left a big fallout. And so if you're asking yourself that question, I stood by, you were true to yourself. You kept your integrity. You haven't let this knight come and, pull the wool over your eyes and play games and, come in and come out and in and out and do what they want, and then tell you, no, it's the best, it's the best thing ever. Like, try and sell you short, basically, on what you want. This is your dream. You want the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, and I don't feel like this Knight of Wands is offering that. And I feel like you've been quite strong about that. You've held your ground on that. Said, no, it's not that. That's what I want, and you stuck with it. But it's left a bit of a fallout, and you're questioning your confidence a little bit. Like, should I have? Maybe I should have settled. Maybe actually it wasn't that bad. Maybe it was me. Maybe no. And this is what you need to know today, is absolutely stop that. Divine passion, be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? It's this, yeah? That wasn't being offered here with this Knight of Wands. Might change, Page of Cups is also like an apology, but I'm not seeing that here, yeah? And not with the Page of Cups, it's too small anyway, so the energy is too small. And divine passion is, just trust yourself, be honest, you know what you want, yeah? And stay firm in that, which is you do know, hold that, be confident, yeah? Even though there's been a bit of a fallout here. Stop worrying, everything's going to be fine, yeah? So just allow the healing. I think this is always the way, especially when someone's coming at us like that. There's a healing that has to take place. Don't let it dent your confidence. It's part of the process. What you seek is seeking you. And hold that passion, that, that vision of what you want. And stay in your truth, stay in your power. I think you've done that. Continue to do that. And continue to stay close to, that this is real strong integrity. Yeah. So I'll leave it there for now. I hope that makes sense. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.